Hello,
Hey everybody.
everybody. Welcome to GravityKit Live. I'm Zach,
Hey everyone, I'm Casey.
and we're so glad that you're with us today. And I'm excited because we had an initiative over the past couple of months to try to get our LinkedIn followers up, and we are now officially streaming live to LinkedIn. So thank you, everybody who liked our page and followed our page. We did it. We're on LinkedIn Live. So thank you.
Yeah, and if you haven't followed us on LinkedIn yet, check us out.
Yeah. I'd like to connect with you and have you join my professional network on LinkedIn. So, Casey, I just got back from WordCamp US.
Yeah, so tell us, how was your experience?
Well, WordCamp was awesome. I was really excited to participate in the demonstration day, which is really cool. So normally WordCamp has like contributor day where people get together and they help contribute to WordPress. And this time I believe the first time ever, there was a demonstration day of some of the cool stuff that people are doing with WordPress. And I loved watching, especially this presentation on WordPress Playgrounds, which is WordPress running in your browser without having to have a whole server. It just like runs in your browser using JavaScript and the power of the magic of the internet. And it was really cool. And we're going to be playing around with that more internally for like demonstrations and testing. And it was talking about using WordPress as essentially a file editor where you could like edit markdown files on your desktop computer or on your computer as if it was like opening Microsoft Word or something like that. Using WordPress as a word processor for any type of file, including YAML files. If you're a developer, you know that those are notoriously difficult. So it's really cool stuff being presented there. I especially like the WordPress Playgrounds chat, so check it out. It was really interesting.
Yeah, that
Oh, and
sounds
then
awesome.
the rest of the WordCamp was awesome until the very end. But we really liked seeing everybody. It's always so great. I met Lisa, one of our customers, and she was really great to catch up with. And yeah, Bet Hannon, a longtime GravityVIew user and also a consultant, and we're just blessed to have such a great community.
Yeah, and Zach, I heard you met up with some other developers in the space.
Yep. We had a wonderful time catching up with the whole Gravity Forums team, or the people that were there, including the Cosmic Giant team, and we went out to dinner with them, and that was really nice. Even
Nice.
even if the picture doesn't capture the full joviality of it, it was a really fun time. Uh, we had a great dinner and really nice time catching up with everybody.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah. And one of the things that I was telling people about while I was there was that we're having a new print newsletter coming out. And I want to encourage everybody who's watching, if you haven't yet signed up for our print newsletter, please do. It's at gravitykit.com/ink, INK. And please sign up to receive our next print newsletter, which is coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be sending that. And that's what it looks like. That's a little preview of it. There are some really good stories in there. There's some new puzzles. We also have a story of me versus nature, which is a fun little story. But we also have highlight Gravity Forms functionality and people using GravityKit in interesting ways. So please sign up for our print newsletter. We think it's really neat.
Yeah, definitely. And like Zach mentioned, we have some stuff on Gravity Forms and GravityKit customers, but we also try to keep it fun. So we have like some fun games in there and some interesting space news about, some of the NASA missions that are happening and some really fascinating stuff. So we think that it's everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah, and if you're watching live, please comment. If you're watching live, we're able to respond, and we'd love to take your questions, and we'd love to hear from you if you have any thoughts on anything we talked about today. And hello, Ken Kramer. is in the chat, and join Ken and have a join in on our live conversation.
Yeah, it's great to see Ken, a regular viewer. Thanks for tuning in again.
Yeah, and one of the things we're going to be talking about today is a long time coming. This year is the year of GravityVIew at GravityKit, where we're implementing a bunch of stuff that we have been wanting to do for years, and we're finally taking a big bite out of the apple and making it happen. And one of those functionalities is that we are going to be adding viewing entries in a lightbox. Single entries in a lightbox, editing an entry in the lightbox, adding functionality that has been one of the top requested features that customers have asked for the past 10 years. So we are finally making this happen, and we're really excited to showcase it today.
Yeah, definitely. And with that said, shall I give a quick demonstration?
Yeah, I think this might be a good one. Vicky's Vicky says, "Ooh, I agree, Vicky. I have the same feeling." Yeah, take it away, Casey.
Awesome. Yeah, let's take a look. So can you see my screen okay, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So like Zach was saying, we've added, I should actually say that this is unreleased. So you're getting a world first premiere of this feature and another one that we're going to show you afterwards. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, so we have the ability to open the single entry and the edit entry screens in a lightbox. I'm going to show you what that looks like here. If I just click into one of these profiles here, I'll click the view details link. And here you can see up pops all the profile information in a lightbox. So that means I can view it without actually leaving the page, which is really nice. And not only that, but I can navigate between entries by clicking these buttons here on the right and the left. So it's super easy. And then when I'm done, I can just click outside and I'm still back on the multiple entries page. And then, like Zach said, this also works for editing entries. So if I go ahead and open up the single entry again, and I click on the edit entry link, you can see that I can edit the entry here directly in the lightbox without actually leaving the page. So I can go ahead and maybe I'll delete some content, make a couple changes here. Update, and that's done. And another cool thing is that if you're in the edit entry screen, you can still navigate between entries. So that'll work. You'll actually stay on the edit entry screen if you have a direct link to the edit entry, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. But yeah, so this is a really nice feature. A lot of people have been wanting it, and we're really happy to be releasing it very soon.
Yeah, and the one of the nice things about this functionality also is that the single entry layout matches the single entry layout configuration that you have set up. So if you have your single entry set up to use the table layout, it'll use that. If you have it set up to use the list layout or DIY, it'll use that. So you can configure your single entry to look different than your multiple entries layout.
Yep, exactly. And I'm going to run through a quick example of just how to enable this functionality. And I'll show you that on a separate view. So we can see what that looks like on a table view. So just a reminder, the kind of default functionality in GravityVIew, when you click into a single entry, like I'm going to do now by clicking on one of these names, it'll reload the page and it'll take you to the single entry page like this. And then you can edit the entry by going through to the edit entry link. And that essentially does the same thing. It's another page reload. So let's go into the view editor and actually update this to use the lightbox functionality. So let me head back to view. Okay, so here's the view editor. And right now, I'm going to scroll down. Here I have the name field. And right now, this is my link to the single entry. So if I go ahead and open the field settings here, you'll see I have a new option here. If I zoom in so you can see, I have a new option here, open in lightbox. And all I need to do is check that option to enable that functionality. And this is also the case for the dedicated link to single entry and link to edit entry fields. So if I go ahead and add a field here, I'm going to add the link to edit entry field. And then I can go into the field settings. And again, I have this option open in Lightbox. So I'm going to go ahead and check that as well. Okay, and then all I need to do, update the view. And I will refresh the page here. And now if I click into the single entry page, you can see it opens up in a Lightbox. And I have a lot of content here, but that's fine because the Lightbox is scrollable. So I can just scroll down and view everything. And again, I can navigate between entries with these arrows. And then if I go out of this, and I can click to edit the entry directly here, and you can see that that also opens in a Lightbox. And again, I can navigate between the entries using these arrows, and it stays on the edit entry screen. So I think this is a really big improvement to the user experience. Obviously, you don't have to use the Lightbox functionality, it's optional, but it's really nice and it streamlines things. It makes it quicker to navigate entries. And yeah, it's just got a great feel about it.
I agree. And every time I see you demonstrate something like this, I don't have anything I need to edit right now, but it makes me want to just jump in and start editing things.
It just makes it so much quicker and easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is first iteration of what we're doing here, and we'd love to hear feedback if you are interested in what we can do next with our editing and viewing in Lightboxes. Please let us know, and we're really excited to get this out there though, and see what y'all do with it.
Yeah, definitely. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. We will answer them.
Christina has some early feedback. So fancy. I agree. And Ken Kramer says, that looks cool. I also agree. So thanks for that.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so we're also going to be shortly adding functionality so that the website field in Gravity Forms, the website field allows you to submit URLs. We're going to be adding functionality for that to open in a Lightbox. But we really want to hear what y'all want next. So please keep the requests coming. Support at gravitykit.com. That's gravitykit.com.
Yeah, and we have some other really exciting things that we're also working on behind the scenes, and hopefully by the next GravityKit Live, we can show some more cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
this
keep an eye
year
out.
of GravityKit is we're closing with a bang. Even though it's only September, we've got some major things planned.
Yeah, for sure. So Zach, should we talk about Gravity Math?
Oh yeah, what do we have to talk about there, Casey?
Yeah, so we have a really exciting update coming to our math plugin. If you don't know about Gravity Math, it allows you to perform advanced calculations on your Gravity Forms data. And we've added some new tools that allow you to create summary reports of your data. And you can do that using a block, a shortcode, or a GravityVIew widget. So it also integrates really nicely with GravityVIew. So if you haven't used math yet, you might want to start using it after this.
Yeah, this is just gonna make reporting so much better for people. And I'm not going to try to summarize it because the summary widget is going to be clearer once Casey demonstrates it. So once Casey demonstrates it, I'm going to go off on all the different cool stuff you can do with it.
Yeah, so let's take a look. So this is Gravity Math, like I was saying, and I'm going to demonstrate this. It's a bit hard to describe, but you'll see exactly how it works when I go through the demo. So here I have a form already set up, and I'm capturing data about companies. So each entry is a separate company, and then we have various data points here like market capitalization, revenue, profit, and these are all in millions of dollars. And these happen to be companies from the Fortune 500. And with all this numerical data, there's often a need to perform some kind of analysis or kind of understand the data using summary statistics. And that's exactly what the summary reports feature allows you to do. So like I said, you can use a form as a data source. You can also use a view as a data source. I'm going to show you how both of those work, but we'll start with a form. And I'm going to show you how to do this just using a WordPress block. So that means you'll be able to embed these summary reports anywhere on your site. And yeah, so the example I'm going to go through is basically looking at how to calculate the average profit for companies across different industries. So as you can see, we've got all these different industries here that companies are in, but we want to know, okay, what's the average profit for all of these different industries? And this is one example of how summary reports can help us achieve that kind of thing. So let me go ahead and create a new page, and I'll just give it a quick name here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the new Gravity Math summary block to my page. And that's been added. And now I just need to configure it here on the right-hand side in the block settings. So let me go ahead and zoom in a bit so you can see. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is select a source. And in this case, it's going to be my form. And then I can choose a form from the list here. I'll choose my Fortune 500 form. And then I'm going to choose a field to group by. So this is how summary reports works. It allows you to group entries by a common field value and then perform calculations on those groups. So I'm interested in average profit per industry. So I'm going to group by industry. And then I can choose what mathematical operation I want to apply on that group. And we have support for count, sum, average, min, or max. In this case, I'm interested in the average. And then I need to select the field that operation is going to apply to. So in this case, it's going to be profit. And then as you can see, now that I've configured the block, we have a live preview that actually updates here on the left. So this is what it looks like in the editor. It's essentially a table where you have all the industries here, the field that you're grouping by. And then here we have the average profit. But we can continue to configure things. For example, I can choose the amount of decimals. So I can round the output if I want to 0 decimals, so it looks a bit cleaner. I can choose to sort. So in this case, I want to see the highest first. So the industry with the highest average profit. And then I can choose if I want to display all of them or just the top 3, top 5, or top 10. So let's do top 10. And then I can change the label that will, the column label for the table, for the output. So this is by default industry, that's fine. Let's go ahead and change the operation label to average profit in millions. Okay, now all I need to do is publish the page, and then we can view it on the front end. And here is what the summary report looks like. So it's a simple table. We've got all the industries on the left and the average profit here on the right. And yeah, you can imagine there's plenty of use cases for this. It's a really nice way to kind of extract insights from your data and get an overview of everything. So if you do work with numerical data a lot, then I think this would be very helpful for you.
I love this so much. Customers have been asking for this type of reporting for a while, and I can just see the interactive dashboards where you have this above a GravityVIew widget and above a GravityVIew view, and then you also have a form baked into the same page, and you have like a dynamic reporting system that displays the data, summarizes it,
And a
allows
chart,
you to
perhaps.
input it, a chart perhaps. This is really setting up a full reporting dashboard using Gravity Forms, and it's so powerful.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it becomes even more powerful when you combine it, like Zach was saying, when you combine it with other plugins like GravityVIew, for example, because then when you're using the GravityVIew widget to create these summary reports, when you actually perform a search or you filter the view the report will update dynamically to reflect that.
Do we have a demo set up for showing this with GravityVIew?
Yes, yeah, I'm going to go through that now.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is my view. I think I'm still zoomed in a bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so this is my view. It's the exact same data. So I'm looking at the same company data that I just showed you, except it's just being displayed in the table view, and I've got this search bar here at the top. So let's go ahead and add a summary to the top here. So I'll just go to the view editor, and I can add a new widget to one of the widget areas. And here, as you can see, there's a new math summary widget. So I will add that to my view and then open the settings here to configure things. So the configuration is exactly the same as for the block, except you don't need to choose a data source because the data source is the view itself. So let's go ahead and choose a group by field. This time, let's change things a bit. Let's group by the sector, and let's take the maximum market cap, for example, by sector. And let's again show the highest first. And let's display just the top 5. And then we can just change the label here. So highest market cap. And we can choose the number of decimals again. Let's say we want 2 this time. And yeah, just it's super easy like that. So that's configured. I'll go ahead and update the view. And let's see what that looks like. So there we go. We've got this nice summary report here that displays in this table. And it's just showing us the highest market cap companies, the market cap, the highest market cap within within each sector. So that's what we've got here. And again, this will update based on searches that we do. So for example, if I wanted to perform a search here and maybe just restrict things. So let's do that. 80 billion to 80 billion because this is millions of dollars. Search. And there we go. You can see the data updates, and the summary report is different now to account for this constraint that I've added here in the search bar.
That's awesome. And I can see just so many use cases for this. And I think it's going to be a transformative feature for so many people, and including Vicky. She's already happy with gravity charts and gravity math. She handed it off to one of the private. I had the acronym in my head, principal investigator of one of the citizen project science projects last week. And so I imagine that that person is going to be even more empowered now with this functionality. And we're hoping to get this out this week. Is that right, Casey?
Yeah, for sure. I've been playing around with this a lot, and it's working great. So I think this will be out very soon.
Cool.
And I should mention one more thing. The summary report widget will pull data from the view itself. So if you have, that means it will respect any advanced filtering conditions that you have on the view as well.
Right. So if you have advanced filtering as the first layer of filters, and then the search is the second layer of filters, both of those will apply to the data that's being displayed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Casey. That was a really good demo.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
All right. Well, now it's time for Q&A to answer submitted questions. And if you have any questions, if you're watching live, please ask away. We're happy to answer them. Let's see. We have a question from Lutz Philip that asks, how do you search and filter view IDs in the back end? As search value is currently not possible. So I think he's trying to ask, since you can't search GravityVIew views by the data that's in entries, how do you search GravityView views by view IDs? And I looked into this, and it's not as easy as you might think. There might be a plugin called Search Everything, which is a possible feature plugin that would make this enabled. There's also a plugin called Global Search by Oddjar, which is for Gravity Forms itself, where you can search forms, entries, etc. for values. So if you enable Global Search by Oddjar, you can search for the value you might want, click into the entry, and then you'd be able to see the connected views that are connected to the form that is submitted in that for that entry. So it's kind of revealed a gap in functionality that I didn't realize existed. So I appreciate this question, and we might be writing a update to a documentation article or something that explains how to do this better once we find out the best solution, because I kept on searching and I couldn't find a really easy way to do this. So yeah, we also have a question for from a random viewer. I don't know. He looks kind of like a podcaster in the WordPress space. Oh, it's Matt Medeiros. What's that?
No, nothing.
Matt Medeiros, what's your personal record for 2-mile jog around Portland, Oregon Convention Center? Well, Matt should know because we went jogging early in the morning on one of those days of WordCamp US, and Matt was very speedy. I have to say, I didn't expect it. I should have expected it. He's fit. He has good breath. You know. My personal record's not very fast, Matt. Though I do recommend jogging. It's a good pastime. How about you, Casey? What's your personal record for running around the Oregon Convention Center?
Oh, geez. I don't have a personal record yet, but I'll update you.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, if you have any questions in the future for us to address on GravityKit Live, please let us know. We are happy to answer them. And if you think of anything while you're watching, please also let us know. Casey, it's September 24th. I don't know if you know this, but Black Friday is traditionally the day after Thanksgiving in the United States. Not just traditionally, but it is. And Thanksgiving in the United States is coming up. It is in November. So we are less than 2 months away from Black Friday. And what happens on Black Friday, Casey?
Yeah, I'm well aware, Zach. Yeah, so Black Friday is a great time to buy WordPress plugins because there's loads of promotions going on. It's a big shopping holiday, obviously, and we're gonna have a promotion too, like we do every year. But sometimes we think to ourselves, why wait? Why wait till Black Friday? Some people need plugins right now. Maybe don't want to wait until the discounts come around. So we decided to bring the discounts to you. So you can sign up on our site if you're interested at gravitykit.com/Black Friday. And you can input your email address here, and we will send you a coupon code for 15% off. So again, no strings attached. It's just an early Black Friday deal. And if you're interested, go ahead, put your email in, and you will get that coupon code right in your inbox for 15% off. And that can apply to any of the products in our store.
And full disclosure, if you wait until Black Friday, the discounts are going to be higher than that. But we also know that it's a pain in the neck if you need something right now and you don't have any discounts. So we wanted to give discounts earlier rather than later. So 15% off Black Friday, early Black Friday, like a Gray Tuesday. I don't know. That's not good.
Yeah. So feel free to sign up. And then again, like Zach was mentioning at the beginning of the show, just wanted to circle back around to it. we have this awesome print newsletter that we send directly to your mailbox. It's really fun. It's called Ink. It's free for all GravityKit customers and anyone based in the US. So you can come here to gravitykit.com/ink. You can view a bit more information about it. There's a great interview that Zach did with Matt Medeiros talking about Ink. So you can check that out. And then if you're interested in receiving a copy, you can just put your details in here and we will send that to you. The second edition is going out very soon. So yeah, if you're interested, put your details in here and we'll send that to you.
Yeah. Well, Casey, I think that's it for GravityKit Live this month.
Yeah, I think I didn't see any further questions come in, so I think that's about it.
Yeah, and please, 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 please tell us what you think of this new functionality that we're releasing. We are really psyched about it, and we hope you love it. Any ideas for how to improve or tweak or enhance or whatever, please let us know. support@gravitykit.com or DM me or DM Casey or whatever. Wherever we are, let us know. Wherever you are, also, please share. And thank you for tuning in. We so appreciate it. And have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Sign up again for our next live show and we'll see you soon.
Bye.